right below the brow and then on the inner corner. And you're gonna do this step 2 or 3 times throughout the makeup, but you want that part to be very bold. So this just starts the layering of it, and then I just kind of lift the brow and get it right in under there. And then wiggle it in the inner corner. Same thing for the next side. If you just place it in front, Mom, you don't have to walk around.
Is that what you're saying?
And wiggle. Okay. Now you're gonna go in with the Mary Kay palette doesn't have it, but if you have your own eyeshadow palette, just a really nice light neutral color to start the base of the foundations or the eyeshadow. And then this is gonna go, you're gonna point the brush up and at the crease and do windshield wipers, starting from the outside, going in all the way to the nose. And then I take it in a little V shape down the side.
So is this the makeup we have to do on Saturday?
Yes.
No, for individuals, but this is when you dance as a team, so you can wear it for individuals, but it's not a requirement.
So again, windshield wipers, and then the V shape. Okay. Now you're gonna go in with a second color, which would be this brown in the Mary Kay palette. And the brown color. And same thing, but it's just gonna be one layer lower. So that one was the high. Now we're gonna go kind of almost in the crease. Same motions. You wanna start on the outside in case it's really dark. And work your way in. Same thing, start on the outside. You want to make sure all the eyeshadow is going upwards, because if you droop it down at the end, their eyes are going to look droopy because the eyeshadow is pulling their eyelid down. So anything I'm doing is all going up. And then blending it all the way into the nose line, because the foundation will cover that on the next step. Okay. So you can stop there as far as eyeshadow colors for the outsides, or you can go one layer darker. For the older girls, I'd probably add a really dark brown or a black. And that would only be on the outside corner and then slightly in on the crease. For the younger girls, this is a good base to start with. So just enough brown. Make sure it's blended in. Yeah, do you want me to add? Yeah. So I'd use a different brush. So this brush is like kind of my neutral brush. And then I have a brush that I'll use the black. Maybe look that way. For the black, just same thing. You just go on the outside corner, dab it in. The biggest part is making sure that you're getting it up above kind of where that crease is, because if you only do it there, then you can't see the eyeshadow. So you wanna make sure you're getting it up into the brow bone. Let me turn this way, honey. And then I'm gonna take whatever excess and kind of rub it in to the crease. Again, everything's going up in diagonal motions. If you want, if you see Robin, she has tape. You can tape under the eye, but you don't need to if you're not doing like a really strong, sharp Latin look. This is just perfect for syllabus. So I've gone in with the black, then I'm gonna go back in with a neutral color and windshield wiper back in to make sure that her whole lid isn't black. And then you can layer on more black if you want, depending how dark you want it, but this would be okay. Okay.
You turn this way, Gabby, just a second.
Can I see you? Can you look at me? Okay. Yep. Okay, now the next step, wow, is gonna be you wanna make sure you have a white inner corner. So there's this one. So you're gonna take a, sorry, I haven't mentioned you guys my brushes. The two brushes I used are these kind of fluffy ones, or you can use whatever you have. For the inner corner, I'm gonna take a brush that's flat so that I can kind of paint it on exactly where I want it to go. Okay, close. This one you're gonna start kind of halfway on the lid and start to paint it on for the inner corner. And then get it all the way up into that crease. So the reason we do eyeshadow first is open your eyes. It falls out underneath, so if you were to do your foundation first, then it would stick to that foundation. You can't get it off anymore. So you wanna make sure you start with eyeshadow first. Inner corner, nice. And then with this light color, we're now gonna go in, so it's kind of gonna ombre, so it's gonna go the really light color to the brown, then to the dark brown or the black if you decided to do that. Now the light corner. Here, and blend it in. Okay, then sometimes you have to just kind of take your brush and mix it all together so there's no harsh lines, but it's blended out nicely. Any questions so far? No? Okay.
One side for the older and then one side.
Yeah, so this side would kind of be for like older girls, is really dark. This side could be older girls and or down levels.
So the Christmas Classic is a unique event in that it's only individuals, it's not team events. And so while we're saying like this is IBA makeup, Saturday is individual, so it's not required you wear this. Recommended because you get good practice doing it and we know it looks good. That every other event you'll do, performance, will be this makeup. Every other thing we do is team.
Open your eyes. Okay. The eyeshadow. Yeah? Any questions?
Close your eyes.
Sweet. Okay, now we are going to go in with the foundation. This is going to look really dark on her today, but if you tan, you can use a dark foundation or use your skin color. The biggest thing is make sure you want to go down your neck so it all matches.
And for junior age girls, we want you to just stay as close to your natural color as you can for juniors.
Are we ever gonna do like a spray tan?
Not as juniors.
Okay.
The only spray tanning we do is for our competition team when they go to big competitions and performances, I guess you do.
All dance events, they spray tan. Okay, you can use a sponge, or mine's like dyed, but I promise it's been washed. And then, or you can use a foundation brush, whatever you prefer. I just like a sponge. So we're just gonna go in all over the face. Make sure you get on the ears and then even up, will you turn this way, honey? Even up into the hairline.
Are you gonna put it on the part too?
Mm-hmm. Look up. Good. And then another big part is going behind the ears. We just want to make sure everything around the face is all one color.
Are you also gonna do it behind the neck?
Mm-hmm. Look up. Probably not today, but if you were to put on your cosmetic tape around here and go on your neck. You tuck your lips in.
Kind of nice that it's a darker color so you can see, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, how doing it behind the ear or behind the neck just makes it.
You can see those lines.
You're gonna have to watch your necklace after this. Okay, so that's about as far as I would go down. Once you get on your syllabus gear, then I would go in again and make sure wherever it is that there are no lines, you can't see a different skin tone, it's all together.
So like, would you do the back of the neck too?
Yep. Yep. I'd go all the way around into the back of the neck, but I won't today. Okay, so now that we've added the dark, we now go in with light.
It's like a whole girl.
So I'll just say while she's finding her thing, for IBA, our preference is that it looks very pretty but not clown-like. We don't like the bright clown looking, you know, you'll see some that do big bright colors and things, and Ash is really, I think, so good at creating a natural look, but it looks very pretty and very striking.
Okay, now we're going in with concealer. So we want to make sure we have highlight points of our face. So you do a little bit on the inside, outside, same thing, inside, outside, and then turn to the side. This is what's going to help define color in their cheekbones. Wherever their cheekbone is, just a little bit right here next to the ear. Look the other way, babe. And here. Then a little bit on the chin and the center of the forehead. So now we're going to be creating some light points on the face. Again, you can go in with a brush or a sponge, but I'm just going to use a sponge today. And you want to make sure you dab it in where you placed it. If you smear it around, it's not going to create the bright spot that you want it to be. Sorry, I'm going really fast. I'm just like beating up your face. Okay, and then with this concealer, it's going to help shape the shadow. So I'm going to go up in a diagonal line, making sure I'm not covering that eyeshadow, but just going down below and help creating that shape going upwards into the temple. And then if I want, I can go back down right here. Beautiful, and then down the side of the nose. Okay, next side. Okay, then on the center of the forehead, we turn back. Chin, turn to the side, Down the cheekbone.